Hey crafty friends, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps, and today I used the Lovely Layers Scaredy Cat dies to make this fun and spooky Halloween card. I have die cut all of my pieces from the Scaredy Cat die, and I'm going to be doing some Copic coloring with my Copic markers. I have all of my paper on the waffle flower grip mat. I don't know that I would suggest doing it. This was the first time I did it, and I did get the alcohol ink marker on the background. I haven't cleaned it off yet, so I don't know what that's going to look like or how that's going to go, but this is just what I did. You'll be able to see the caps for the colors that I'm using, and I'm going to start with the hat here. I'm going to color everything that kind of goes together, and then I will remove it off, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to put that, how those pieces layer together, how they come together. So super, super cute. I'm coloring the hat, the little band that goes around the hat, and a little buckle. So I did brown and black and green. Then we have a super cute little spider that I'm going to do here. So he has a body and a head. So there's just two pieces for him. I'm using the C markers to color the body and his head, keeping his head a little bit lighter than the body, just so there's somewhat of a difference. Then for the next image, I'm going to be coloring the bat. And so you have the bat body, you have a head, two ears, and a nose. So I'm going to do similar colors as I did to the spider, a little bit lighter. Again, the head's going to be a little bit lighter than the body. The nose will be pink and the ears will be pink with a little bit of gray on the outside edges. And there's embossed faces and things like that on some of these pieces and embossed lines. And so that's one of the things I really love about Lovely Layers dies, is that you have the die cuts that layer together, and then you have your embossed pieces. So our cute little bat is done. Then we have a cat and a cute little scarf that's going to go around on the cat. I'm going to do this in kind of a purpley color. You have the main body part of the cat, the front of the cat, a head. You have the insides of the ears. You have the nose, and then two parts to the eyeballs. So I'm just going to get this nice and colored on the background, because you will see the body part, not the head, because the head has 3 layers, but the back part of that body you're going to see around the piece that I'm coloring here that just has the front legs. So making sure I get at least the bottom half colored nicely. Again, the top half is going to be covered up with the head that's on the right hand side. So I'm coming in with darker colors, C8 and then C6, kind of blending that stuff out, but getting a nice little shadowy edge there. And then we'll color his head the same color. I do color the insert of the ears, the inside pieces, a lighter gray. You also could do a little bit of pink inside, but I just went with a lighter gray. I'm going to do a yellowy orange for the eyeballs. And then the smaller little pieces will be black, and we will add some detail to that. And then I gave him a cute little pink nose. So those are the pieces there. I'm going to color those little pieces black. And then we have our jack-o'-lantern, which has the background larger piece. You'll see just a little bit of the top of that. And I'm going to go with this more muted orange color instead of like a bright pumpkin orange color. I wanted it to feel a little bit creepier. And there is this front piece that has all that fun embossed detail that I highlighted with the markers. Then we have the stem, the mouth, and the eyes for this jack-o'-lantern, which is really, really cute. So you could die cut a bunch of these, and that would be a lot of fun just to have a bunch of these on the card. Now that I am done coloring those, let's layer our Lovely Layers Scaredy Cat dies together. I did have a little bit of white area, so I came in with my marker and colored that, but here is how we're going to layer this. And we're going to put on the face and the 2 eyes. And then we have our cute jack-o'-lantern. He's just darling. And then our kitty cat here, our black cat, we're just going to start layering. So you can see how that front piece goes on, and now it looks like that cat is sitting. We have the face that has the whiskers off the side, and then I'm going to pop in those ears that I did color a lighter gray. And then we have his big orange eyeballs that I'm going to place in there. And then we've got his black pupils and his cute little pink nose that we're going to pop in place. Let's get those pupils in there. And then we are going to add the hat, which looks like his little ears are going to be popping through, but really the hat is just in front the whole time. And then you have a cute little brim that goes on him, and it tilts a little bit to the side. It doesn't cover up the whiskers. There's that little band that goes on that front piece. I'm going to add the buckle, and then we can add this to the front of this cute little witch's hat. I think it's just such a darling little shape. Just making sure where I'm going to line that up, and then adding a little bit of liquid glue and then popping that in place. We have the spider and the bat left. I am going to lighten up his mouth just a little bit. Oh, no, we have the scarf first. Let's put that in place. We're going to glue those two pieces together. And you could also leave the scarf off if you wanted, but I think it's really cute. Then we have our cute spider. We're just going to glue his head on, and then we have the bat. So you have the bat body. You have the head with one ear. Then we have the cute little nose and the two ears that I did a little bit in pink and gray. Now we have all of our cute little critters. We are going to create a 3D embossed background. I want to start with an A2 size piece of white cardstock. I'm going to ink blend with Twisted Citron Distress Oxide ink. Then I'm going to go around the edges with Mowed Lawn and some black soot, just to give a creepy green glowy vibe. And then we're going to use the Tangled Web 3D embossing folder. I love it. I think the spider web looks so cool. And then I'm going to do a little something extra on it to make it look shiny, like you would do, or like you would see on a spider web when you catch it in the sunlight and it just looks like it's glistening and a little bit shiny. I'm going to do a little something to get that look. I'm blending away some of that black soot with the Mowed Lawn, just to kind of give it that darker color. And then let's come back in one more time with the Twisted Citron and just really get a good, decent blend over that whole outside. All right, let's put it in that 3D embossing folder. I'm going to run that through my die cut machine. I'm just making sure that it's lined up where I want it to be. Now I'm going to take the Be Shimmery watercolor, and I'm going to use my finger, and then I'm going to use a paintbrush, and I'm just going to lightly go over the raised areas of that spider web. This is going to give it that really sparkly kind of shiny look. I love the Be Shimmery watercolor. I use this stuff all the time. I think I need to get a new bottle because I use it so often. I think this is definitely something you should have in your stash because you can use it for anything. I'm going to use a paintbrush to get more of the details. I did get some of it on the background, but I actually didn't mind. It just looked, doesn't that look so fun? It just looked like the spider web was shining. Then from the Sweet Halloween stamp set, this is the sentiment stamp set, I'm going to stamp the sentiment that says Spooktacular Wishes. And of course, I'm going to use the coordinating sentiment die to die cut this out. And then we can get our background put together. I'm going to use some foam adhesive behind my pumpkin. This is 2mm foam adhesive behind my jack-o'-lantern. And then 1mm behind the cat, the spider, and the bat, and then 2mm behind the sentiment. I love dimension on my cards, and so I really like to have different sizes of foam adhesive so I can have different depths of that, and so it works perfect here. So I'm going to tuck my little black cat behind the jack-o'-lantern, and I tucked him off to the side because I didn't want to cover up the center of that spider web because I just think it's so pretty. So let's pop this on here, and this will be adhered to a white A2 size card base, and we can get our cute little bat popped up here. I just think this card turned out so fun. It's so Halloween. And then of course some white gel pen to add dots to the eyes. We're going to add some highlights to the hat, the scarf, to the jack-o'-lantern. There's some little dots on the back side of the spider, so I'm going to highlight those. And then I'm going to highlight some areas on that cute little bat. And this just adds a little extra detail, a little brightening up, a little something extra that catches your eye when you're looking at these images. Let's finish there, and then we can take a look at this up close. Look at that spider web. Look how it glimmers and shines. I love it so much. I just think these little critters are so darling, and it was so much fun to color them with Copic markers. I hope you guys enjoyed this project, and I hope you feel inspired. I hope you also have a really wonderful day. Bye.